Nana, I've muted all. You can unmute yourself and start.
Oh, done. Okay, thank you. Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gagana Sadrusham Tattvamasyaadilaksham Ekam Nityam Vimalamachalam Sarvadhi Sakshibhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Shruti Smriti Purananam Alayam Karunalayam Namami Bhagavad Padam Shankaram Lokashankaram Shankaram Shankaracharyam Keshavam Badarayanam Sutra Bhashya Krutau Vande Bhagavanto Punah Punaha Sadashivasamaramбham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam Vande Guru Paramparam Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Chaiva Tato Jayamudirayet Adha Srimad Bhagavad Gita Adha Dashamodhyayaha Vibhuti Yogaha. Brahmara, are there any doubts from yesterday? Any doubts from yesterday? Okay.
No, there was one doubt regarding, I don't know whether Mrinal was able to mention that.
Uh-huh.
I think we'll go along. Mrinal, are you there?
Jai Gurudev, I'm here.
Yeah, go
what
ahead.
Is it? No, what is it?
No, you had a doubt, no, in our discussions yesterday regarding what about those that are dharmic and are not into this? What about them?
Yeah. People who are dharmic and they look to be sthita prajnas, but they are not following Vedas or Bhagavad Gita. They are not into reading scriptures and all. And I was thinking, what about them? Though they have not read these scriptures, they are following the path, and I can see they are quite evolved people, but they are not into reading scriptures and all. So, how do they reach to liberation? Or until and unless you get to know about Brahman, is there no other way to get liberation? Or maybe I'm not sure. I'm asking the right way.
Brahmara, the question was long winding. I missed the essence of the question.
Brahmara, can you please help me?
Yeah, the question was, Nana, can you hear me?
Yeah.
There are people who are dharmic,
but
who are not into this jnana. They're not into atma jnana. What happens to them? That is the question. and what else was the question? Because I went in to get my charger. Anything else, Mrinal?
Okay.
Yeah, that is the
Yeah,
essence
I
of the
think
question.
seemingly they look very much kind of sthita prajna, and we feel that we are in the jnana, this thing and everything, but maybe in our behavior sometimes we are overreacting, but they look very calm and stable, but they are not at all into the knowledge. That's what I think Mronalji is saying, that
Yes, and
seemingly
they
they look
don't
in
believe.
the world
Yes,
very much stable and steady and take the things as they come and all everything. So
yes.
what is their gati?
Plus, they don't believe in the rebirth or Atma, none of these. But they are following the path of Dharma and they are Sthita Prajna. They live in the present moment. All of this we can see
How
in
do
them.
you know they are Chitta Prajnas?
Through their behavior, we can see.
Their behavior does not say anything about Chitta Prajna. Chitta Prajna, Lakshanas are very, very elaborately given by Bhagavan. Prajahati yada kaman sarvan pardha manogatan atmani eva atmana tushtaha chitta prajnaha tada uchyate. How can you give them the title Chitta Prajnas? Okay. Brahmara, if I got the question right, their behavior as though like Chitta Prajna, I believe. That means they will not be unnecessarily sorrowing. They will not be unnecessarily getting elated. Maybe that is the Lakshana, that is what Madam was mentioning. But
Yeah,
that is no measure at all for Atma Vidya. Number one, they apparently do not have any Shraddha in the Shastra,
correct.
any Shraddha in the Guru Vakyas.
Right.
Guru Vedanta Vakyas they have not heard. When such is the case, I am not saying they are non-believers.
Hmm.
They may still be believing in some deity, I do not know. But apparently, they are given to some dharmic conduct.
Correct.
That means what? Their conduct is such as not to be blamed in the society. So in the society, they are a good citizen. That is about all. And regarding Atma Vidya, they have to start from zero. They have not given any iota of thought for Atma Jnana at all.
Mhm.
And what is their gati? Their gati, they'll remain where they are. There is no further gati to them because they are not interested in knowing who they are, why they have come into this globe. And these kind of questions they have never had time to put to themselves. We need not worry about the gati for them,
Hmm.
right? We have other worries to worry about. Our own gati. We have in the Shastra, Guru Vedanta Vakya, we have tremendous Shraddha. What happened to our gati? Why are we unnecessarily worried about somebody else who is just about being ethical? He is an ethical being. That does not mean anything at all. Right? If you go to the Scandinavian countries, everybody is very, very ethical. Absolutely ethical. There are some countries where they do not worry about any kind of worship at all, but they are highly ethical. They are good people, good for the society. That's about all. there is no further progress for them regarding Atma Vidya, because they are not interested apparently. What is their gati is a question of which we need not worry. Right? Any other question?
Thank you, Manager.
Okay, if none at all, we will go on to the 10th chapter. 10th
Yes.
chapter, the title of the 10th chapter is Vibhuti Yoga. That is the subject matter of Vibhuti. Vibhuti is the glory of Bhagavan. Bhagavan's glories. Bhagavan's glories, some known, some unknown. And these Bhagavan's glories are coming through Bhagavan's mouth. On a request from Arjuna, these things come out. These are the things which will enable us to, as though, meditate on Bhagavan, on his glories. When we meditate on Bhagavan, on the glories that he is going to announce in this chapter, it becomes what kind of meditation? Saguna Brahma Upasana or Nirguna Brahma Upasana?
Sagunopasana.
Sagunopasana, okay? That should not be forgotten. See, in Vedanta Shravana, Manana, and discussions, you must be very, very clear. You must be very, very clear and very precise. And not doing anything to quote the truth unnecessarily and give it a different kind of a look. No, truth is truth. Tatvataha. Yo mam vetti tatvataha. Bhagavan said a number of times. Yo mam vetti tatvataha. In total reality, whoever knows me, that person is I. And I am in them. Mayate teshu chapyaham. That was covered in the 9th chapter, isn't it? Towards the end. Mayate teshu chapi aham. Teshu chapi aham. In them also I am there. So these are the glories of Bhagavan. Right? The chapter starts with Bhagavan. In between, Arjuna happened to say a number of verses in praise of Bhagavan and request Bhagavan for the glories of him, based on which he will be in a position to think properly of Bhagavan. Okay? Think of the glories of Bhagavan and you will think of Bhagavan. Like that. So it starts with Bhagavan Vacha. Shri Bhagavan Vacha. भूय एव महाबाहो शृणु मे परमं वचः यत्तेऽहं प्रीयमाणाय वक्ष्यामि हितकाम्यया न मे विदुसुरगणाः प्रभवं न महर्षयः अहमादिर्हि देवानां महर्षीणां च सर्वशः यो माम् अजम् अनादिं च वेत्ति लोकमहेश्वरम् असम्मूढः समर्थ्येषु सर्वपापैः प्रमुच्यते बुद्धिज्ञानमसम्मोहः क्षमा सत्यं दमः शमः सुखं दुःखं भवो भावो भयं चाभयमेव च अहिंसा समता तुष्टिः तपोदानं यशो यशः भवन्ति भावा भूतानां मत्त एव पृथग्विधाः.
Do you want me to chant, Nana?
No, I'm chanting only some up to some 10 or 11 verses.
Okay.
Then I will go back to the first verse, okay?
Okay.
If it is very extensive, I will certainly request you. Maharshaya sapta purve chatvaro manavastadha madbhava manasa jataha yesham loka ima prajaha. Etam vibhutim yogam cha mamayo veti tatvataha. This is what is saying. Mamayo veti tatvataha. In reality, whoever knows me, okay, without distortion, tatvataha. Etam vibhutim yogam cha mamayo veti tatvataha. Sovikam tena yogena yujyate natra samshayaha. Yeah. Aham sarvasya prabhavaha matta sarvam pravartate iti matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha machitta madgata pranaha bodhayanta parasparam kathayantascha mam nityam tushyanti cha ramanti cha. Yeah. Tesham satatayuktanam bhajatam pritipurvakam dadami buddhi yogam tam yena mamupayanti te tesham evanukampardham ahamajnanayam tamaha nashayamyasma bhavastaha jnanadipena bhasvata. I think after this Arjuna takes over, I suppose. Jnanadipena bhasvata. Yeah, Arjuna Govacha. We'll come to Arjuna tomorrow, maybe. Yeah, we'll go to the first verse. The glories of Bhagavan, Vibhuti Yogaha. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Bhuya eva mahabaho shrunu me paramam vachaha etteham priyamanaya pakshyami hitakamyaya. I think Arjuna was very, very happy listening to Bhagavan give the essentials of himself in the Rajavidya Rajaguhya Yogam. Arjuna apparently looked pleased for Bhagavan, and so Bhagavan has started saying this. Shri Bhagavano Vacha, Lord said, Mahabaho, he mighty armed Arjuna, Bhuya Eva, indeed again, Bhuya Eva, Bhuya mean again, Bhuya Eva, Shrunu, listen. There is a difference between this Shrunu and hearing. Hearing, you may just about hear and forget about it. Shrunu is you are required to have that stored away in your memory to enable you do manana. Shrunu me paramam vachaha. My words which reveal the limitless. Paramam. Avyayam vachaha. Avyayam mama. Mama avyayam vachaha. Yat which te priyamanaya. To you I am going to unfold who is looking pleased. Who is pleased by my words? Hitakamyaya, for your good. And what is the hitam? In the Vedanta Shravana, what is the hitam? Shreyas eva. Shreyas, moksham eva. That is the hitakamya. Aham vakshyami. I shall tell you. I will tell you. This is what Bhagavan has started with. Bhagavan said, hey, Arjuna, mighty armed Arjuna, for your benefit. And the benefit is what? You yourself requested in the second chapter. Yat shreyaha syat tanme bruhi sunishchitam sishyasteham shadhimam prapannam. Teach me, I am your disciple, what is beneficial to me, what is Shreyodayakam, what is Mokshadayakam, you please unfold. Listen again to my words, which reveal the limitless. And what is that limitless? That limitless is indeed yourself, which is indeed I. That I and you, they are the same, which reveal the limitless, which I will tell you who is pleased by my words. How Bhagavan is saying who is pleased by my words? Arjuna did not say anything at all, but Arjuna was in the chariot, of which the master is the charioteer. And he is looking at Arjuna, and Arjuna looked very pleased. Manmana bhava madbhaktaha madhyaji mam namaskuru mame vaishasi yuktim pratijan hipriyosimi, all these things. And Arjuna looked very, very pleased. Apichedasi papebhyaha sarvebhyaha papakrittamaha sarvam jnana plavenayama rujinam santarishyasi. Sorry, I went away to the 4th chapter. Apite suduracharaha bhajate mam ananya bhak sadhureva samantavyaha samyak vyavasito hisaha kshipram bhavati dharmatma shashvachantim negachyati. He will attain to shashvachanti, eternal peace. Kaunteya pratijanihi name bhakta pranashyati. And Arjuna knows that he is a bhakta of Bhagavan. Not only bhakta, he is sakha. Not only sakha, he is priyamanaya. He is the one who is pleased immensely with Bhagavan. And that kind of a person was told, Kshipram bhavati dharmatma, shashvachantim negachyati, he kaunteya pratijanihi, name bhakta pranashyati. My devotee will never get destroyed. All these things have been said, which were very pleasing to the ears of Arjuna. And he has shown that apparently in his face, and that is how Bhagavan happened to pick up that. The attitude of Arjuna listening to Bhagavan was so pleasing. Bhagavan said, you are so pleased by my words. Name vidussuraganaha prabhavam namaharshayaha ahamadirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. See, the first line says, me, na viduhu, they do not know me. Who? Me, na viduhu, they do not know. Who? My nature, they do not know. Who are those? Suraganaha. Suraganaha, the host of gods, okay? The host of deities whom we relentlessly keep on worshipping. Suraganaha, prabhavam namaharshayaha. Me prabhavam, my prabhavam, that is my advent, okay? My advent in the Jagat, my presence in the Jagat, in and through all in the Jagat. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya was mentioned in the 7th chapter, isn't it? That kind of a prabhavam. Me prabhavam suraganaha cha maharshayaha na viduho. Suraganaha, the host of gods. Me prabhavam, my glory and coming into being as this world. See the words chosen by Acharya here. My glory, that is my vibhuti, coming into being as this world, not coming into being in this world, coming into being as the Jagat. I have come into being as the Jagat. And you are seeing only the things and beings in the Jagat, and you are missing me. That is the whole point. Coming into being as the world. Naviduhu, do not know. Suraganaha naviduhu, maharshayaha api naviduhu. Even maharshis, they do not know. The sages who have done a lot of penance, who have done a lot of upasana, who are very rich in knowledge, even they do not know. Why they do not know? My prabhavaha. Why they do not know? Because, second line, aham adihi, he, because I am the cause. Adi means I am the beginning. I am the cause. I am the causeless cause. For what? Even for them. Aham. Sorry. Aham adirshi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. Of all the gods and sages. Okay? Suraganaha maharshayaha. Aham adihi. I am the very beginning. I am the very cause. Because I am the very cause, before me being the cause, they were not. And how do you expect them to know my prabhavaha and my glories, my vibhuti? That is how name vidussuraganaha prabhavam namaharshayaha ahamadirhi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. May, let's get back to that, yeah. Second verse. May prabhavaha, may prabhavam suraganaha cha maharshayaha naviduhu. They do not know, because I am the very cause for them into coming into being. Aham adirshi devanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. Okay, can we see the tatparya, madam? Yeah. Oh, tatparya is missing, eh? Oh, tatparya is given for both together, maybe. Okay.
Maybe it's given for both together.
Maybe. Oh, maybe. Very right. You're right. Yo mam. Oh. Yo mam ajam anadim cha veti lokamaheshwaram asammoda samarcheshu sarva papai pramuchyate. Yo, whoever, mam, me, ajam, unborn, anadincha, that is I am the very beginning for everything. Anadincha, veti, they know, and know me as the Lokamaheshwaram. Lokamaheshwaram, I am the Ishvara for the entire Jagat. Lokamaheshwaram. Asammodha samarcheshu, amongst the mortals, marcheshu, saha, that person, asammodaha. Modaha means deluded. Sammodaha means completely deluded. Asammodaha means devoid of this delusion. Asammodaha, without any delusion. Samarcheshu sarva papaihi pramuchyate. Amongst the mortals, he will be freed from sarva papaihi. Okay, he will be freed from sarva papaihi. Yaha, the one who, mam, me, ajam, who is unborn. Unborn means I am not the result of any action. Okay, I am not the effect of any action. I am not like chapati coming out of the dough. I am unborn. Anadimcha, I am beginningless. I am the causeless cause. I am not the cause, but I am the causeless cause. Lokamaheshwaram, the limitless Lord of people and the Jagat. Veti knows, Saha, Yaha, Saha. Whoever here, one who, Saha, that person, Marcheshu, he among the mortals, Asammodaha, being no longer deluded, Sarva Papaihi Pramuchyate, is released from all Punya and Papa. Sarva Papaihi Pramuchyate. Sarva Papaihi Pramuchyate. This includes Punya also. Like when you say Raga, even Dvesha is included. Okay, sarva papai pramuchyate, because sarva papai pramuchyate means if punya is left over, that binds or no? Punya binds a person or no? When he is bound by punya, does he take to another janma or no? In accordance with the punya phala, he will take to another Janma.
Mhm.
Like Arjuna asked, Ayati Shraddhayopeto Yoga Chalita Manasaha Aprapya Yoga Samsiddhim Kamgatim Krishna Gacchati was the question, no? And that was adequately answered. And those people are Punyavan Purushaha. So that Punya also is taken care. Sarva papai pramuchate includes punyam cha papam. He who knows me as the one who is unborn, not an effect. That taparya of the earlier verse is kind of missing somehow. He who knows me as the one who is unborn, not an effect, and beginningless, not a cause, the limitless Lord of the people of the world, he among the mortals, being no longer deluded, asammudaha, is released from all punya and papa. Is released from all punya and papa. Now you people realize from this 10th chapter onwards, is it not looking like as though that we are able to understand the verses as we chant compared to the earlier 9 chapters verses? Incidentally, we have covered about 371 verses thus far by the conclusion of the 9th chapter. So 700 is the total number of verses in the Gita. Some people say 701. We will come to that later. When we come to the 13th chapter, we will come to that. So 700. So half of that is 350. We have covered 20 more verses, 21 more verses. Okay. 21 is very, very pleasing to Ganesha. Ekavimshati. Ekavimshati patrani. Ekavimshati slokani extra we have done compared to the 350. 371. That's about 53% of the total number of verses. That's why I was mentioning yesterday, we have come halfway through, slightly more than halfway through. So he who knows me as the one who is unborn and beginningless, the limitless Lord of the people and the world, he among the mortals, being no longer deluded, is released from Punya and Papa. The earlier verse has said, my coming into being as the world. Those are the words we must catch on. I have come into being as the world. I have not come into the world. I have come as the world. Jagat Sarvam Aham Eva Vahami. That is how Vasudeva. Vasanad Vasudevasya Vasitam Bhuvanatrayam Sarvaloka Nivaso. See, Vasudeva Namostute. This was mentioned by Vyasa Maharshi in the Vishnu Sahasranama.
I have one question, Anand. So when you describe the limitless and beginningless, all that, that signify Nirguna Brahma, right? I mean, I'm thinking that way.
Yeah, but true. What I'm saying is, he's describing himself as the limitless Lord, Nirguna Lord. But the Vibhutis are Saguna.
Okay.
What you said is right. But the Vibhutis are all Saguna. He will say, Ashwatha Sarva Vrukshanam. Amongst all the trees, I am Ashwatha tree. Devanam asmi Vasavaha. Amongst all the gods, I am Indra. So gods are what Saguna? Indra is Saguna. Maharshinam Bhruguraham. Amongst the Maharshis, I am Bhrugu Maharshi. All these are Saguna. But he is essentially Nirguna. Ajam Nirvikalpam Nirakaramekam Niranandam Advaita Rupam Param Nirgunam Nirvishesham Niriham. That is all Nirguna. That is his essential nature. But he is giving all this to enable us concentrate on his Saguna Upasana.
Mm-hmm.
Okay?
Thank you.
While doing that, we must go even beyond that. Because Nirguna Upasana is not easy. It's not easy. He's going to say that in the 12th chapter. Kleshodhikatarastesham avyakta sakta chetasam avyakta hi gatir dukkham dehavadbhiravapyate. People who have the deha bhavana, it will be very, very difficult for them to have the nirguna upasana. That nididhyasana is not an easy thing. That nirguna brahma upasana is not an easy thing. Kleshaha adhikataraha tesham. Those people who attempt at nirguna upasana, kleshaha, difficulties, or adhikataraha, they're immense. We will see that when we go to the 12th chapter. Good question. Okay. He who knows me as the one who is unborn, not an effect, and beginningless, not a cause, the limitless Lord of the people and the world, he amongst the mortals, being no longer deluded, is released from all punya and papa. Now, Bhagavan is going to say, hey, my glories are unlimited. If you are looking very beautiful, very handsome, that handsomeness is because of me. If you are looking very, very beautiful and very, very good and very wise, all that wisdom is because of me. Your beauty is because of me. The very fragrance of the flowers is because of me. He has already said that. Punyo gandha pradibhyamcha. Has he not said that? In the 7th chapter.
Isn't he both the pairs of opposites?
Isn't he the pairs of opposites? Yeah,
He is there.
Yeah.
Because he is the Jagat. He is manifest as the Jagat.
Correct.
So he is also everything that is there.
Yeah, he's going to say that.
Yeah.
Bhagavan is going to say that. I am the fame and I am your infamy also. Yasho ayashaha, he is going to say that. Buddhihi, okay? The buddhihi means what? The faculty of discrimination. Buddhihi, jnanam. Jnanam is kind of wisdom. Based on your vyavasayatrika buddhihi, the jnana samuparjana, which now you are striving for, that jnanam aham. Buddhihi, jnanam, asammohaha. Asammohaha means what? Not getting deluded. Kshama, satyam, damaha, shamaha, sukham, dukkham. That pairs of opposites you said just now. That is there. Sukham, dukkham. Because these are our experiences in daily life. And all your experiences in daily life, I am present there. Your sukhena, I am there. Your dukkhena, I am there. And in the dukkha, if you can think of me, doesn't it become sukham? And there I am there. Sukham, dukkham, bhavaha, abhavaha. Bhavaha means what? Na sato vidyate bhavo, na bhavo vidyate sataha. You remember that verse in the 2nd chapter?
Yes.
That bhavaha, abhavaha, bhayam cha, abhayameva cha. Bhayam cha, abhayameva cha. Fearlessness is because of me. Bhayam, your fear also is because of me. Fear of what? Fear of likely to forget Bhagavan. That fear is me. That fear will make you, will drive you to keep on thinking about me all the time. Bhayam cha abhayameva cha. Ahimsa, samata, tushtihi, tapaha, danam, yashaha, ayashaha. Sam, your your fame and infamy, both yashaha, ayashaha, bhavanti bhava bhutanam, all these happen in beings, mattayeva pruthak vidaha, in different ways, mattayeva, from out of me only. 7th chapter, Bhagavan has said all this. Bhagavan has said what all he is going to say in the 10th chapter. He has already said in the 7th chapter in a few verses, in a number of few verses, maybe 5 or 6 verses. Matta parataram nanyat kinchidasti dhananjaya maya sarvamidam protam sutre maniganaha yuva rasohamapsu kaunteya prabha asmi shishi suryayoho pranava sarvavedeshu shabdhakhe paurusham rishu punyo gandha pridhivyam cha tejaschasmi vibhavaso jivanam sarvabhuteshu tapaschasmi tapasvishu Bijam mam sarvabhutanam viddhi partha sanatanam. All those things he went on narrating. And now this is only a commentary of what all he has said in the 7th chapter. This is a kind of an elaborate commentary, as though Bhagavan himself is giving a Gita Bhashya for the 7th chapter. He has come up with the 10th chapter. Ahimsa, buddhi now. The Pratipadartha, Buddhi. Please concentrate on the Pratipadartha all the time. Oh, that Pratipadartha, please. Yeah. Buddhi, the capacity to understand, discriminative capacity to objectively look at everything. Okay? Buddhi, jnanam, that kind of jnanam which you have obtained by your use of buddhi. You look at a flower and you say that is jasmine. Indeed, it is not jasmine, it is a rose. If your buddhi can recognize that it is not jasmine, it is rose, that is jnanam. You got the rose jnanam. What jnanam is that? It is vastu jnanam. That vastu there is the rose. If you are buddhihinaha, you will say it is jasmine and keep on arguing about that. So the capacity to understand, the capacity to view a thing objectively and gain some knowledge out of that. Buddhihi jnanam asammohaha, not having any delusion. Asammohaha, kshama, that is, you are peaceful with yourself because you are highly accommodative. You are at peace with yourself. Okay. How in the 2nd chapter, raga dvesha viyuktaistu vishayandriyescharan atmavashyer vidheyatma prasadam adhigachyati, he will gain peace. That kind of a peace, this person who has got kshama, accommodative and forgiving nature. And when you forgive, you are at peace with yourself. And your ability to forgive is as though that you are dilating your ahankara to an extent, and that you like. That is the beauty of this. You like dilating your ahankara. Okay? You are happy that you're slowly exhausting your ahankara. Kshama, satyam, truthfulness, damaha. Incidentally, the other day I was fighting for a verse from somewhere. Okay, maybe Sandhya Vandanam or so. I said that verse I got yesterday. Now I'm beginning to recollect that, and that fellow is as though evading me. Yeah, apavitro pavitro va. Apavitro pavitro va. Whether you are impure or pure. Apavitro pavitro va. Sarva avasthangato va. In whatever attitude you may be in life. Sarva avasthangato va. You may be lying down. You may be sitting. You may be squatting. You may be eating. All these are avasthas. Sarva avasthangato va. Yasmaret. Yasmaret means yaha smaret. Whoever remembers. Yasmaret. Pundarikaksham. Whoever remembers Kitaya. Pundarikaksham. Sa. That person. Sa bahya abhyantara shuchihi. He is indeed pure, externally and internally, because without internal purity, it is not possible to think of Pundarikaksha. To think of Pundarikaksha, Satatam kirtayanto mam yatantasya dridhavrataha. Namasyantasya mam bhaktya nityayukta upasate. No matter whether they have had the bath or not, whether they have purified themselves externally or not, and no matter whether they are squatting nicely in the Padmasana or not, they may be lying down because they may be having a back pain, but they keep on thinking about me all the time. Sarvavasthangato va yatsanet pundarikaksham sabahya abhyantara shuchihi. That was the verse which was evading me some 2-3 days back. I remembered now with this truthfulness. Satyam, truthfulness. Satyam, damaha. Damaha is generally considered to be indriya nigraha, and that will give you the conduct which is restrained. You do not explode at the slightest opportunity because you have got the indriya nigraha. Shamaha. Shamaha is what? Mano nigraha, mastery of the mind, mastery over the ways of thinking. Sukham, sukham, your pleasure of sukham. Dukkham, pain. Bhavaha. Bhavaha means the creation. Nasato vidyate bhavo na bhavo vidyate sataha. Ubhayorapi drushtvantaha tanayo sattvadarshibhihi. Bhavaha, creation. Abhavaha, absence of that. Okay, destruction. Okay, laya. Abhavaha. Bhayam, fear. Cha abhayam, fearlessness. Evacha, and these are ahimsa, harmlessness. Samata, equanimity. Equanimity was sukha dukkeshu samatvam. Matra sparshesh kaunteya. Shitoshna sukha dukkadaha. Agama payano anicyaha. Tam titikshasva bharata was said in the second chapter. That is samata buddhi. Samatvam yoga uchyate was also mentioned in the second chapter. That's samatvam yoga uchyate. Then tushtihi. Tushtihi means satisfaction with what little you are given by Bhagavan. You are happy, satisfied. Today you did not have enough food. That is also okay. Aham tushtaha. Think of Bhagavan when he came to the Aranyavasa Pandavas. He told Draupadi, "Hey sister, I'm feeling very, very hungry. Please give me something to eat." And she was nonplussed. And that day, all the Pandavas have eaten their lunch, and Draupadi also had eaten her lunch. And she washed that Akshaya Patra very nicely, kept it aside. And the Surya Deva has given a boon to Yudhishthira, saying, it will give you immense food till Draupadi has not eaten her food. Till then, it will give a lot of food, different kinds of food. You demand from that, it will give. But after Draupadi eats her fill, it will not give. Okay? This is the boon given by the deity. sun god to Yudhishthira. Now Bhagavan comes there, hey Draupadi, give me food. She was put to a lot of shame. And Bhagavan says, don't worry, get me the pot, let me see how it is. And in the pot, somewhere in the corner, there was a minute particle of food, okay, improperly washed by Draupadi, as though for Bhagavan's sake. And Bhagavan said, yes, I have got food here. And he simply puts his finger there and partakes that small particle of food. And he says, Aham Truttaha. And with that Aham Truttaha, yonder in the lake, Durvasa with his 10,000 Sishyas, he was waiting to come to the Pandavas for his lunch. And all those things had bloated bellies. They had the impression that they are already overfed. Then simply they vanish from there. Tushtaha, tushtihi. Tushtihi is that Bhagavan said, he has taken a minute particle of food and he says, Aham tushtaha. When Bhagavan can say that, why can't we take him as the example and follow suit? Tushtaha, tapaha, religious discipline. All of you are doing all these kinds of yajnas, yagas, whatever. Those require some unflinching vows and unwavering discipline. That nishtha is required. That is the religious discipline. Tapaha, danam, charity, yashaha, fame, ayashaha, ill fame. Prudak vidaha. These many different things. That means what? Bhagavan is as though summing up. There are plenty of other things which are like this. These many different things. Bhavaha. These things. Bhutanam, of living beings. Mattayeva bhavati. Mattayeva, from out of me. They're all from me alone. From out of me alone. Hey, why all that? If you are able to listen, and understand, it is a glory of Bhagavan, is it not? He has given you a pair of ears which are functional. Is it not a glory of Bhagavan? You are going to go places using your feet. Is that not a glory of Bhagavan? If you are able to understand, is it not glory of Bhagavan? If you are able to chant his namam, is it not his glory? You got a tongue which can utter his name. Is it not glorious?
Yes.
You are alive and you are alive.
Can you chant that shloka in Bhagavatam and Potana Bhagavatam?
Which shloka?
Karamulu. Are these eyes that do not see your glory?
Yeah, correct.
Are these hands that do not worship you?
Yeah, I will, but I do not know how many people know Telugu. Yeah, I know.
It will be nice.
Okay. Yeah, I will cater to your thirst for that sloka. I will chant. Kanjakshunachinchu karamulu Srinadhu varninchu jifa Sudaraksakunichu chutkulu Sheshashayi kimrokku shiramu Bhagavantu valagunu padamulu Purushottamani midi buddhi Devadevuni chintinchu dinamu Chakrahastuni prakatinchu chaduvu Kumbhini dhavu jepedi gurudu Tandri Hari Jeru Maniedi Tandri The meaning for this is Kanjakshanarchinchu karamulu karamulu. Karamulu means hands. Those hands which are always without stop doing puja and namaskara of Kanjaksha to Pundarikaksha to Bhagavan Kitaya. Kanjakshanarchinchu karamulu karamulu. Those are the hands which are indeed the hands. Srinadhu varninchu jipa jipa. Like we are doing now, we are as though glorifying Srinadha. Srinadha is Kitaya. Okay? Srinadha. Shri is who? Mata Lakshmi.
Lakshmi Devi.
Srinadha. He is the spouse of Lakshmi Mata. Srinadhu varninchu jipa jipa. That tongue which keeps on blabbering all the time. That tongue, if it can describe Srinadha, that tongue is a tongue indeed. Srinadhu varninchu jipa jipa. Sura rakshakunichu chuchu kulu chutkulu. The one who is the protector of suras, the devas, and the one who is the protector of devas. If you are trying to look at him, those eyes are worthy of your possession. Those eyes are worthy of your possession. Sura rakshakuni chu 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 kulu kulu. Seshashayi kimrukku shiramu shiramu. The one who is reclining on Shesha, Sheshashayi. That Sheshashayi, if you are able to bend your head and prostrate to him, that kind of a head is real head that you are holding on your neck. Okay? Sheshashayi kimrukku shiramu shiramu. Bhagavantu valagunu padamulu padamulu. Your feet, if they take you to the abode of the Lord, they are the feet indeed. Otherwise, they are just about there, like any organ. Bhagavantu valagunu padamulu padamulu. Purushottamuni medi buddhi buddhi. That buddhi, the discriminative faculty, your capacity to understand and gain knowledge is indeed buddhi if it is going all the time to Purushottama. Purushottamuni medi buddhi buddhi. Deva devuni chintinchu dinamu dinamu. That day is a good day, is a real day for you, which you have spent, which makes you think of Deva Deva, the God of gods. Deva Deva, Deva Devuni Chintinchu Dinamu Dinamu. Then Deva Devuni Chintinchu Dinamu Dinamu. Chakra Hastuni Prakatinchu Chadu Chadu. That Vidya which announces Chakrahasta, that Bhagavan, Vishnu, Chakrahastuni Prakatinchu, Chaduvu Chaduvu, Kumbhini Dhavu Jepedi Gurudu, that Guru is indeed a Guru who shows you the way for Kitaya. Kumbhini Dhavu Jepedi Gurudu, Tandri. Harijeru maniyedi tandri. That parent, that father is a father who kind of propels you to reach Kitaya all the time. Such like verses are plenty in the Bhagavatam. Plenty. I'm sorry I had to say this. Not many may know Telugu. That's how I happen to translate. That's how it is. Yasho Yashaha. Okay? Pradhak bhavaha bhutanam mattayeva bhavanti. This he has already said in the 7th chapter. Like I said, this is a commentary Bhagavan is going to give on some of the verses of the 7th chapter as though. Okay. Now, can we, yeah. Yeah. Can we go to the next verse? Yeah. The capacity to understand, knowledge, freedom from delusion, accommodation, composure, truthfulness, restraint in behavior, mastery over the ways of thinking, pleasure, creation, destruction, fear, and fearlessness, and further, harmlessness, equanimity, satisfaction, religious discipline, charity, fame, ill fame, these many different things of living beings. These many different things of living beings means these many things that happen in the minds of living beings are all from me alone. They're all from me alone because the mind of the living being is indeed I. Only thing is the mind is now clouded with ajnana. If the ajnana cloud is removed, that mind is I. And whatever happens in your mind, it is because of me. Here, fear is mentioned, isn't it? Fear. And in the Taittiriya Upanishad, there is one anuvaka, one lesson, which says, Bheshasmad vatapavate, Bheshodet suryaha, Bheshasmad agnischendrasya, Mrityurdhavati panchamayiti. It is because of the fear of me. Who is saying this? Bhagavan is saying through the Veda Vakya, in the Upanishad Vakya, Bheshasmad vatapavate, because of the fear of that. That is the Tat, fear of the Tat, because of the fear of that, vatapavate, even the wind blows. Bhisho udet suryaha, because of the fear of him, the Surya Deva will have dawn and dusk. Bhishmudeti suryaha, Bhishasmad agnischendrasya. Agni is brilliant and hot and very consuming. Everything, all consuming Agni. It is because of the fear of him. Bhishasmad agnischendrasya. Indra will be conforming to his duties as the Deva, the God of gods. That is he is the head of gods, okay? He will be conforming to that required contact because of the fear of that Tat. And Mrityurdhavate Panchamayiti, the Mrityudeva, Yamadharmaraja, will keep on running to such of those people whose term has ended. Prarabdham Nashtam Bhavati. For that kind of a person, he will be looking because of the fear of that Tat. What is that fear? That fear is what? Because he is the lawgiver. And the law, nobody shall transgress. If the law says at 6 o'clock in the morning, sun will rise. Okay? That is the dawn. And 6 o'clock in the evening, sun will set. That is the dusk. If that is the law, Surya Deva will have to conform to that law. Same thing with everybody. Same thing with us. The fear. We have the fear. Hey, today I did not chant these verses of Bhagavan. I am really a hapless person. How sinful of me. This is driven by fear. This is driven by fear because you've got a commitment to do something in the direction of trying to know Bhagavan and you have failed. And that fear is him and fearlessness. Hey, I am the devotee of Bhagavan. He will protect me all the time. I need not fear at all. that fearlessness is because of him. Harmlessness, ahimsa, satyam makrodaha, tyaga shantira paishanam, all these things are because of him. All these things are because of him. If I am able to talk, it is because of him. There are people who cannot utter a single word. Okay? The people who are deaf and dumb. And Bhagavan may say, even that deafness and dumbness is him. Because of their Purva Janma, Sukruta, Dushkruta Phalam. And that Sukruta, Dushkruta Phalam, they are reaping that harvest. And I am the lawgiver. This harvest will always happen. It depends on the seed which is sown. And depending on the type of seed, the plant will come up. If the plant has come up in the being who is a deaf person, it is because of the seed. If it is in a dumb person, it is also because of another type of seed. And the seeds we have gathered, and for our ability to gather those seeds, that is the lawgiver's rule. That law is him. Irrevocable law. It cannot be transgressed at all. There is no trespassing into other likable areas, circumventing the law of Bhagavan, not at all. All these are from me alone. Maharshaya Saptapurve Chatvaro Manavastadha Madhava Manasayata Esham Loka Ima Prajaha. Sorry, unknowingly I have used up some 5 or 6 minutes. It's already 9:30. I did not know that. I'm awfully sorry. Okay. We will call it a day here. So 6th verse onwards we will take up from tomorrow. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhag Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om everybody.